For watching. This is the FIBA Basketball World Cup 2019 qualifiers Group A, and it's the game between Hong Kong and Korea. This is the Asian qualifiers for the World Cup. It is the last game for these teams in the first round of the qualifiers, and unfortunately for Hong Kong, they will not be moving on into the second round. But Korea, coming off an important result in their last game against China, as you can see, winning at China 82-54. They've got everything to play for. Of course, earlier today, New Zealand won against China. New Zealand going 2-0 in this window. China going 0-2. And if Korea can win this game, they will leapfrog China into second place. It's going to be an impressive showing, really, for Korea, we would imagine today. They will be big favorites coming up against the host nation, which is thus far yet to win a game in the qualifiers, not for want of trying. They've played hard, but they've just been a little bit overmatched, and without a question, Hong Kong will be better for having taken part in these qualifiers. They'll try to build on this experience and get ready for the next big games that they are going to play. But as you look at Korea and what their situation is, they won 86-80 in their very first qualifier at New Zealand. Then they lost by 11 to China. That was on November 26th. They came back and won against Hong Kong. They lost at Korea. Both those last two games were in the February window. Sorry, they lost at home to New Zealand. And then again in this third window, they won 82-74 at China. So that means they would actually lose a tiebreaker and finish third if they were to lose this game. But the victory would improve them to 4-2, and of course they would leapfrog. They would jump over China into second place. So the referees shaking hands with the players as they get ready to come out and thrill the fans. We watched both of these teams play at the FIBA Asia Cup last summer. That was a great tournament that was held in Lebanon. And Korea finished third in that tournament. They have aspirations. Don't forget, they played at the World Cup in 2014. So that had ended a drought of World Cup appearances, and they were excited to be back, and they want to make it back again as a very good team when they are in their rhythm. So certainly the addition of that man right there, Ricardo Ratliff, has strengthened their bid, the 29-year-old center. But this is a team that probably deeper than people understood, really, because they are missing a couple of players from the first couple of windows that were very important to the cause, but they did not miss a beat in their last game against China. So Coach On of Korea looking to finish the first round of the FIBA World Cup qualifiers on a high, as are Hong Kong. Nothing would be better for them than to go out today with a win in front of the home fans.
Number 4, Choi Jae-kwon. 4號 Choi Jae-kwon. Number 7, Liu Qi. 7號 Lei Qi. Number 12, Fang Xingyi. 12號 Aga Fang Xingyi. 13, Wang Chenwei. 13號肥偉 Wang Chenwei. Number 16, Adam Sui. 16號 徐遠成. Number 17, Lam Hai Kwong. 17號 林海光. Number 24, Lam Yu. 24號
So the players are being introduced, and we will shortly be taking a break for the playing of the national anthems for both of these teams, Korea and Hong Kong.
Lau Chi Lai. Basketball Lau Chi Lai. Our head coach with Mr. On Heng-yi and his assistant coach, Jiu Wing-lam. 我哋港隊嘅主教練安 Sir 同埋趙 Sir。
So now the national anthems.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up for the national anthem of Korea. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the national anthem of Hong Kong. Now, I would like to introduce the referee for the games of tonight.
Okay, the
Michael Island
national anthems
from Australia
have been played.
Chris Ray from Australia.
See Michael Aylan, Mohamed Dust, and Christopher Anthony Reed will be the referees for this encounter. Hong Kong playing without Duncan Reed in this window. Their leading scorer from the first two windows, and of course he was outstanding as well last year at the FIBA Asia Cup. So for Korea, watch number 33, Lee Sung-hyun, Ricardo Ratliff, number 20. We talked about him. Heo-ung was very important in the last game. And the young man, Wong, is somebody to keep an eye on as well. And Fong. So Lee, Heo-ung, Ratliff, Lee Sung-hyun, as I said, and then Lee Dae-sung, who had a great start in the last game. Zhu Adam, very important. Wong Chung-wai will no doubt be important to the cause. And also, I'm going to point out one of the younger players in this team who is somebody to keep an eye on. And that would be Zhu Adam. Anyway, for Hong Kong, that was the starting five.
For Korea, number 3.
There's the starting five, excuse me. So Tsai, Lee, Fong, Wong, and Zhu Adam.
Ricardo Ruff. Number 33, Sung Yin Lee. Number 43, Da Sen Lee. And here with the starting five of Hong Kong team. Number 4, Choi Choi Kwan. Number 7, Lee Kyu. Number 12, Fong Sun Yi.
Coach Her of Korea is been at the helm for a while. Very accomplished, I thought. Did very well last year at the Asia Cup. and Coach King of Hong Kong. So from Asia, you'll have 7 teams qualifying for the FIBA Basketball World Cup and China. And that'll be 32-team FIBA Basketball World Cup next year. So Hing King On is the coach of Hong Kong. And starting things off, it's Korea winning the opening tip. So folks joining us just now, we're in Hong Kong, and this is the World Cup Asian Qualifier between Korea in white and Hong Kong in blue. Korea already into the second round right now, going for their 4th win, and that is the most important thing. Lee, the veteran, starts things off with a jump shot, because all the results from the first round will carry over to the second round. Entry pass inside. And Wong draws the foul. Heo Young looked over like, I didn't come close to touching him, but, well, long way to go in this one. See, he was bloodied in the last game against New Zealand. So they've had to make the journey to come back home. Here we have a jump shot for Korea. So starting fast, and Ratliff laying down his marker. Hong Kong lost on Thursday, 124-65, and that game was in Rotorua. So looking to snap the winless streak here. Fong misses with the long jump shot. Ratliff hands it off, and Korea have worn their shooting shoes today. Now it's Heo getting in on the act. So they're spreading the points around as well. Heo Young. So Wong missing there. Now Ratliff, he has to guard, and I think they're going to inbound that because he was not in the act of shooting. Well, some of the naturalized players have been pretty crucial for the national teams. You know, that was Heo going down missing, trying to get the foul, but Ratliff nevertheless bailed him out. Three-pointer is good for Hong Kong. That's more like it. Lee Ki. Lee Ki is the key, in fact, for Hong Kong. Now Lee for Korea, outside to Lee Sung-hyung, who misses the lefty. Lee this time passes it up. He'll take some time off the clock. And Lee Sung-hyung, after the missed shot at one, and reaches in and picks up the foul. And Lee Ki puts it up, and Ratliff knocked it off the rim. And the long attempt rattles out. That was from Tsai Choi Kwan. And that one from Lee Jong-hyun misses as well. Now Ratliff. There's Lee again, this time makes the three-pointer. So the second bite of the cherry. They make the three, and that's why those offensive rebounds are so important in a game like this. And Korea struggle, especially without, Hong Kong struggle without Duncan Reed. Zhu Adam, offensive rebound, puts it right back up and misses. Lee Dae-sung over to Lee Song-hyung, and Fong with the rebound. And that time, traveling is the call on Zhu Adam. I think Ricardo Ratliff almost, he was wondering if they were going to call a trip on him, but referee got it right. It was Zhu Adam that just kind of ran into Ratliff. Ratliff can't help it if he's got big feet. Heo-ung and his three-pointer has given Korea a 10-point lead. Lee Ki passes to Zhu Adam. Here he is again, and that was Lee reaching around. You had to wonder if Korea would actually, in fact, come out and get a couple of wins in this window without two vitally important players for them. As you look at the Hong Kong timeout. And I'll explain why. See the shooting percentages there for Hong Kong, 1 of 7, where 6 of 10 for Korea, including 2 of 4 from three-point range. So in their 86-80 win over New Zealand in their very first game, Oh Se-kun, who was one of the top players at the Asia Cup last year, had 14 points and 10 rebounds. And you also had Lee Jong-hyun, who, if you remember, wears number 32. And he was like a sensation at the World Cup back in 2014. He was important as well at the Asia Cup, both of those guys, as was their number 15, their big center. And that was Kim Jong-kyu. But none of those guys have played in this window, yet Korea looking good bets to get a couple wins, although that was a big-time shot for Hong Kong. Lee, his second three. Of course, that's his reputation. He can drill it from deep. Three-pointer, no good. Ratliff there to clean up the mess. They're also missing Jeon Jung-byum of Korea. He's a vitally important player for them. So, yeah, Korea have demonstrated that they have some depth. Fong, meanwhile, demonstrates why he's so important to this Hong Kong team. One of the more consistent performers, and certainly had a decent Asian Cup last year. Lee Dae-sung now. Ratliff over to Heo-ung. And now the ball taken away. Stolen. And Hong Kong another opportunity. That was Fong that came up with this deal. It was Kang who turned it over. And yet another basket by Fong, who now has 4 points and is back to a 5-point deficit. Heo-ung off the front of the rim. And they just simply cannot keep the Koreans off the glass. They're crashing the boards and getting rebounds like it's nobody's business. So 10 rebounds for Korea, 3 for Hong Kong. Okay, the World Cup qualifiers have been a major, major success in the Far East. There's no question about it. These basketball fans wanted to see their national team more often, more regularly, and they've gotten a chance thanks to the World Cup qualifiers and the windows. The first window is back in November. Second window is in February, and now this is the third window. And it's a new system that clearly all over the world has been a big success. You go to the Americas, it's been incredible. In Senegal last night, in Dakar, one of the great atmospheres of international basketball against Cote d'Ivoire. And here we are in Hong Kong now. And look at big bad Ricardo Ratliff get the rebound. Lee Dae-sung pulls up on the break. 3 is good. And just like that, the lead back to 10. So you can see on the advertising hoarding there beside the Hong Kong Basketball Association at the top of the court, it says, "This is my house." And that's been one of the slogans of these windows. Nice jump shot again for Fong. He's up for the fight. 21-13. Lee, another 3. And these guys were warming up big time. 24 points already for Korea. Still got 2.5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. They could be going for a big number today. Fong. Lee Ki, his third three-pointer. (24-16), and Lee is red hot. And the miss, Fong gets the rebound. Another one for Lee, and this time too long. Well, he figured, you know what? Everything's going in. You got to play some defense. And there wasn't any defense played on that trip down the floor. Lee Kim Wong, number 55, passes over to Lee K. 4 3-point. Look at him. He shows the guns. He's letting everybody know that's 12 points already, all from deep. Now they've got to demonstrate they can play some defense, which they haven't so far. Here's Ratliff. And well, the answer was for Wong Chong-wai to reach in and rake Ratliff across the arm and put him on the free throw line. So Coach On Hing King of Hong Kong, I don't think the offense is the issue. Certainly not in this first quarter. It's the defense and the rebounding. And unfortunately, those are two parts of the game where you need to be good if you're going to be successful. And right now, they've given up 28 points to Korea, and they have really been dominated on the boards, 13-4. Offensive foul on Hong Kong. And it was Lee Key. Oh, the fake, the handoff, and inside. Great move for Kang Sang-jae. He will go to the free throw line. He's been a nice addition to the team for today's game. And the first one, in fact, he was on the roster the other day against China, but he didn't play. And I'm not sure if that was because he was injured or he just didn't get any minutes. Of course, the big story for Korea in that game was Ricardo Ratliff's 25 points, 11 rebounds, and Lee Seung-hoon's 10 points, 8 rebounds. Well, he misses the free throw, and it's a bad trip down the floor. Now foul. So 2 missed free throws for Kang. Three-pointer. And again, just white shirts there for the rebound. Korea might hold it for one. Dump down low to Ricardo Ratliff. No, he's just going to put it up, and he's going to bull his way up. So Korea deciding we're pretty confident we're going to go ahead and win this game. We're not going to take this all the way down to the buzzer. So Hong Kong instead will get a couple of free throws because Korea have fouled them, and there'll still be enough time, especially if he makes both of these, for Korea to get another shot. 3.8 seconds left here in the quarter. So if you look at Lee Key, at least offensively, what more could you ask for? 13, 14 points. He's on pace for 56 points today. Oh, and traveling right before he releases the ball, Heo-hoon, and that means with 0.4 seconds left, Hong Kong have a chance here to get something right at the end of the quarter. And they do get the shot off. Well, they couldn't have asked for much more than that. Three-pointer was off targets, and it's Korea leading at 30-21. That was Lau Tzu Lai missing that shot. Look at the shooting numbers, and Korea with those 4 threes matching Hong Kong. That was Lee with all 4 for Hong Kong, but 7 of 10 inside the arc for Korea, and just 3 of 8 for Hong Kong. So that's pretty much the difference. Korea missing a couple of free throws there with Yang. You know, it's interesting with this World Cup qualifier system. The thing is, it really offers a clear structure and hierarchy of the competitions around the world. You know, people ask, why did they make these changes? Well, for that reason. It's more player friendly. It's easier for fans to understand getting to the World Cup. And also you got the regular games of the national teams year round that are bringing more media coverage and promotion. So it's been really good for basketball. And another three-pointer for Hong Kong. I'd like to talk more about that as this game goes on, the benefits. And they finally add the 3 points. Heo over to Choi, and no joy for Choi. But another rebound has been made. So FIBA in basketball really felt like there just wasn't enough visibility of the national teams, and all over the world. Unlike in other team sports, there were no regular home games for the national team. So national team competitions were only taking place in August and September, which again reduced their visibility. And there's a foul that's been called on Hong Kong. I think it's on Fong. So they needed a simpler qualification system in all the regions. Also, it's there's deemed to be too much wear and tear on the international players competing every summer. So there was a lot of thought that went into the World Cup qualifier system. And for many reasons, those being some of them, it's been a much needed change and very successful. Look at Ricardo Ratliff. Now my question, Ricardo, is this. Are you just trying to beef up your rebounding stats? Because if you are, you're lowering your shooting percentage. So which one is more important for you? Ratliff already has a lot of rebounds today. 9. He is 1 rebound away from a double-double. He's got 12 points and 9 rebounds. But those are kind of, in my opinion, cheap rebounds. Choi, where's number 2? Remember, Korea going for their 4th win in the qualifiers. Kang Sang-jae misses. And Hong Kong hanging around. And well played by Hong Kong, absorbing the contact. So Ricardo Ratliff picks up the foul. And Liang Mang Hong is at the line. 32-25. And he makes both. 32-26. I wonder how many points this home crowd is worth in a game like this. They're making some noise here. Choi for 3, nope, passes. Lee, well short, and this time the rebound. The ball just falls to Fong. Okay, if a 3 goes here, it's going to be a 3-point game. And offensive foul once again. Offensive foul called on Hong Kong. It was on Zeto Y Kit. Big number 34. And he fouled Heo Hoon. He's got the ball. So missed opportunity that time for Hong Kong. And let's see if Korea punishes them. Ratliff. And 3-pointer no good. The ball batted out to Hong Kong. See if they've got a chance to run. They want to beat him down the court. Nice reverse layup miss. But Zeto goes up. And not able to score over Ratliff. Now quickly, Heo Hoon. His ball batted away by Fong. Now into the hands, up ahead. And Lee Kim Wong cuts that deficit to just 4 points. You gotta believe if you're Hong Kong, this could be your day. It's a 4-point game, Ricardo Ratliff. Ball goes in and out. Liang on a mazy run up the hardwood, passes it back to Lee Kim Wong. Important possession for Hong Kong as they try to get closer. Zato into the corner. Lee back to Zato. This time, oh, Zato again. Zato had the chance, and now to Ratliff, and it ends up being a 4-point swing. Ratliff, 14 points. In fact, he has got his double-double now. I must have missed a rebound there. I think it was that tap out to the perimeter is what they gave it for him. Three-pointer is good for Liang Mang Hong. They are going nuts in Hong Kong now. Chance of defense. Heo buries it to silence the crowd. Heo Hoon. Well, we got some substitutions coming for Hong Kong. See number 2 there, Choi. He's going to be guarding the inbounder. I think potentially he's Korea's best player. I think right now he's only playing at about 60% for whatever reason. But from the Asia Cup and some of the other qualifiers, he is terrific. Causes a lot of matchup problems. Here he is. Look at the pass. Look at the pass from Choi. Give him some skin, Ricardo. He is a talent, a big-time talent in Asia. And now the ball goes out of bounds. Back over to Korea. Say, talk about Choi. And you're talking about a guard who measures 2 meters in height. That's 6 feet 7 inches. He's 24 years of age. There he is. He passes it. And he's a pass-first guard as well. Heo, intriguing player. Give him the rock. Here's Heo Hoon into the corner. It's going to be Heo Hong, and it's a three-pointer. And that time, Choi a little bit lazy as his man, number 4, Tsai Choi Kwan, just kind of spun and went baseline. Timeout on the floor here in Hong Kong. Well, they had a chance to get to within 2, if not 1, and weren't able to do it. And now Korea have raced back in front to a double-digit lead. See the assists and the turnovers. Second chance points. And that's the point that we're talking about with the rebounding. I mean, if Hong Kong can't turn that stat around, they're not going to win the game. And they've got to box out on the defensive boards. The drive and the offensive rebound and putback is there by Zato. Excuse me, by Wong rather, Wong Chung-wai. They could know out of the game. There's Choi, just pretty much do what he wants to do. He can either drive, he can dish, he can take the jumper. And foul called on Choi there. That's the second. Long jump shot. Lee with the rebound. And up to Lee. And now the lead is 13 points. That's how quickly it can change. To Adam. And now Lee Key back in, and that means more threes. 5 3-pointers for him on the day. 5 of 6. Somehow Hong Kong can take care of the rebounding down here. They will have a chance, or slow down Ricardo Ratliff, who could be headed for a monster first half. Well, he already has scored 18 points, and he's got his 10 rebounds. And now the pass right into the hands of Korea. Choi almost walked. Drive and the basket from Heo Hoon. And Lee Key, another foul called on Heo Hoon. Lee's put a lot of pressure on that Korea defense today. He's thinking, I've hit 5 of 6 from 3-point range, and we're down 14 points. What more can I do? Well, you need to hit 10 of 12 threes. Good call by the ref. Heo with his hands on him. Zhu Adam drives in with the left hand, and he is fouled by Lee. A fearless competitor. Zhu. No, they're going to call the foul on Choi. That's number 3. 3 fouls on Choi. There you go. No joy for Choi. Will he stay in the game? That's the question. He didn't play that many minutes at China the other day. Like Zhu Adams, I'm asking to see if he's okay. He did hit the hardwood hard. Takes his time, bends the knees. Beautiful release. Cha-ching. First one is good. Back to a 13-point deficit. Second one is good as well. Now Choi backing up, and now he has picked up his 4th foul, and he will almost certainly leave the game. For whatever reason, his coach, Coach Hoare, is leaving him out there. Nope, he's going to say, I better pull you out just in case I need you in the second half for a cameo. Lee Jong-young into the game. So Choi, he goes to the bench. Bounce pass. Back outside to Lee. Now outside drives. Lee Key, step back 3. Go! He is on fire! 6 3-pointers for Lee in the first half. And that really gets the crowd rocking and rolling again. Ratliff to Lee. Ratliff not able to get the rebound this time. Inside. Brings it up, Hong Kong have cut the deficit to 9. Another 3 would get it back to 6. Tsai decides to drive in. Beautiful finish. Uses the glass. Heo Hoon passes up. And if you're wondering if Korea have taken Hong Kong lightly, well, they might have a little. Because Hong Kong have come to play today. Well, that was a foul.
Foul number 4.
So Tsai picks up the foul. And it's only the third, no, that was the 4th team foul for Hong Kong. Heo Ung into Ratliff. And ball goes out. Just wonder if that score is right. Yeah, Lee hit a 3. To take the lead back to 10, and then they kept possession. .8 seconds remaining here in the first half. If Hong Kong can get to halftime in single digits, and they're back to 8. Great shot from Wong. Ball almost got away from Lee. Now Zhu Adam fouls, and that means free throws coming for Heo Hoon.
Foul number 16, Adam Su.
Well, I guess you could say it was a good foul because Heo missed the first. Now if they can get the rebound. Unless he makes the second one. He does make the second, so back to a 9-point lead. Hong Kong will presumably hold it, try to hold it for one shot. Wong, well, he's not going to hold it for one, but the follow. And they should have held it for one. Oh, Lee almost walked. And that was short. And not enough time to launch that one. So Hong Kong, all things considered, they'll know that they could have been a little bit closer, but at least their relentlessness. I'm not sure that score is right, folks. I think it's a 9-point game. I think it should be 54-45. There it is, that's right. And Korea, again, a lot of second chance points coming from those 24 rebounds against Hong Kong. It's been a problem. And you can see the other stats. No fast break points really for either team, but the second chance points, 14 for Korea and 2 for Hong Kong. Both teams have 10 points coming from the bench. Korea really doing a lot of their damage inside in the paint area where they've got 20 of their points, just 8 for Hong Kong. Korea led by as many as 14 points in the first quarter. Now, a stat that's interesting for me are the points from turnovers. 8 for Korea, 9 for Hong Kong. So that could be an area if they somehow could, keep that defensive pressure on, but not give away the easy ones if they don't come up with steals. And they're with full court pressure, but it's hard because Korea don't. I think their guards are good enough, at least in this game, to handle that type of pressure. But what can you say in terms of Hong Kong? Well, you have to really tip your hat to the approach, to the determination, to the excitement that Lee Kee has brought to the floor today. 6 of 8 from the floor, including 6 of 7 from three-point range. He's made both of his free throws. He's got 20 points. And those 20 points lead all scorers, although Ricardo Ratliff has 18 points on 8 of 11 shooting and 11 rebounds. But you take Ricardo Ratliff out of the equation, and it's a completely different ball game. So also remember that Choi Chon-young has got 4 fouls in his limited action of just over 7 minutes and 19 seconds in that first half. So he will probably spend the rest of the game on the bench, but if he does come back in, he'll obviously run the risk of picking up that 5th, although maybe he would play with a little more care if he did get back into the game. So lots of action today. This is 54-45, Korea on top of Hong Kong at halftime. Also in Asia today, Jordan hosting India. Lebanon will be at home against Syria. Chinese Taipei in a very important game. They will be playing, hold on one second here. Qatar are at home to Iraq. Iran are at home to Kazakhstan. The Philippines are at home to Australia. And Chinese Taipei in that very important game will be at home to Japan. They need to win that game. That's basically do or die for both teams. Japan probably pulled off the shock of all shocks of seismic proportions, and I'm talking big-time proportions, by beating an Australia team that had Matthew Dellavedova, Ton Maker, getting an inspirational performance from Rui Hachimura the other day, and the new naturalized player, Fazekas, especially Japan and Julio Lamas claimed the scalp of the Boomers. It was the first time that the Boomers had lost in Asia since joining the zone under the new structured competition. So Philippines will be at home to Australia, and the winner of that game is, that's going to be tomorrow, in fact. The winner of that game will clinch first place in the group. But more importantly, the winner will take 5 wins into the second round. Chinese Taipei, that Japan is also tomorrow. So the only other 2 games today in Asia will be Jordan against India and Lebanon against Syria. So we're at halftime. It's Korea leading at 54-45 over Hong Kong. We'll be right back for the second half. 54-45, Korea on top of Hong Kong. Korea's Choi in foul trouble. He's got 4. Hong Kong, well, all you can do is tip your hat to them. I mean, they come into this, obviously their chances of advancing gone, but they have come out and been thoroughly professional and really tried to get the win in front of their home fans. And Lee Ki has been exceptional today with 20 points in the first half alone. He has been terrific, and who knows? He's hit 6 3-pointers. You know, is this a potential hiccup for Korea? Are they going to be able to go ahead and put their foot on the pedal and pull away, put the pedal to the metal, or are they going to allow Hong Kong to hang around and possibly get an upset? That would be a horrendous result for Korean basketball, because every win is priceless as you take all the results over to the second round. So, folks, if you're just back from a quick break to get a lunch or stretch your legs, welcome back. This is the qualifier between Korea and Hong Kong, and Ricardo Ratliff somehow missed a shot. Korea did as well, but they follow it up, and they get the 2 points in the end, and they cut that deficit back to 7 now. Lee misses with his jumper. Lee Ki up ahead. And Korea again hustling down, scoring with the putback. And now it's a 5-point game. Maybe it's appropriate to say Korea are playing with fire against this Hong Kong team right now. It's a team they should beat. It's a team they have beaten already in the qualifiers. But it's a team that no matter what, they have to go out and beat again. It has to be a professional performance here today by Korea, or they are in danger of suffering a major shock. Well, they score down low, and Ratliff, they could probably ride his back for much of this game. He's got 20 points, in fact, already. Wong missed that long one. Now here's Ratliff again. Somebody needs to double down. Oh, Wong, a rejection. Not in my house, he says. And now Heo Hoon almost comes up with a big steal. Lee Ki, pump fake, passes it down low. Oh, the turnaround by Lee Kim Wong. And it is back to a 5-point deficit here for Hong Kong. Ratliff bulls his way. Lee hands it off. And Tsai drives in and scores! They are playing with a sense of purpose. They want to get the big W before they sign off from the qualifiers. Ratliff. Again. Well, it could be that Wong, somebody needs to double down, because clearly it's awfully tough to stop Ricardo Ratliff. Three-pointer. No, that was a 2, but Fong's shot cuts the deficit to 5. Lee, short jumper. Now Lee Ki spins, and he was fouled. And I think at this point, if you're Hong Kong, and anybody else other than Ricardo Ratliff shoots a jump shot, you're happy. Because if they get it inside to Ratliff, he's almost too big and strong to contain. Look at Lee, fouled by Hale. Timeout, Korea.
안 뛰어다닐 거야? 정신 차려 임마. 게임을 뭐 무슨
Points in the paint for both teams. See the assist numbers. .5 points separating these two teams, and Hong Kong have the ball, and that is just unforgivable. But thankfully for Hong Kong, Korea just threw the ball out of bounds. But you have to have an inbounds play, especially coming out of a timeout, where you're going to be able to get the ball in bounds. There's a little bit of discomfort here. And from the sideline, Fong. 3 points, the deficit. The whiff of upset is in the air. 3-point attempt. And Hong Kong let the long rebound just go out of bounds. Tsai. Now to Fong right at the line. He makes it. It's a 1-point game. This crowd is going to go absolutely nuts if they score again and take the lead. Lee backing up Fong. In the grand scheme of things, folks, Korea need as many wins as they can take with them into that second round. All results carry over. So they should be the team desperate for the win. But in fact, the way this game has been played, the team that has been more desperate to get the win has been Hong Kong. And they've already been eliminated. But they're desperate for a different reason. They want to give their fans a shining memory to remember these qualifiers for. These qualifiers by. Now, if they score, they take the lead. Fong! The battle for the board ends up into the hands of Lee Key. Tsai for three. Go! Hong Kong have taken the lead. Look at the emotion. These guys believe they can spring a major shock today. 62-60, but quickly to the other end. The three-pointer made by Lee. He now has 14 points. Inside, Wong is rejected. Heo Hoon over to Lee. Again, now outside to Lee. Offensive rebound. And two shots coming for Jeong Hyugin. Look at the crowd. Look at the size of Ricardo Ratliff and the battle that Hong Kong have faced trying to keep him off the glass. That is not something they've been able to do. He's got 12 rebounds. But the way this game has been played, they've just been able to make enough shots, force enough turnovers to stay within striking distance and even take the lead briefly. And he misses both. But that is almost unforgivable for Zeto Wai Kit. I mean, he was not rebounding at all that time, keeping Ratliff off the glass. He's got to do better. If he does anything, he just has to give everything and box out. Now, Ratliff obviously is a big, strong man. And now he's at the line, taking a deep breath, and looks over at his teammate, Jeong, who just missed 2 free throws, and says, that's how you do it. Look at that, 25 points, 13 rebounds. And he makes another one. 26 points and 13 rebounds. And Hong Kong called timeout. The way they've played it, it's like they've awoken the sleeping giant, Korea. But Hong Kong today, 9 of 16 from three-point range. That's been huge. And not just Lee Kee now, who's 6 of 7, made all 6 in the first half. But Liang, Lau, and Tsai also with threes. Look at the free throws and the three-pointers. So it's pretty similar, in fact, to three-point shooting. I'll tell you what, though, you take Ricardo Ratliff out of this lineup for Korea, and they have got major problems today. They would not even be at the races. I mean, they have been virtually a one-man team today. He's got almost half of their points. He's got almost half of their rebounds. And he's going to stay on the floor. Although he's looking a little tired. 65-62, Lee Kee. Oh, Zeto almost another turnover. And Lee reaches up and kicks the ball. 4 minutes to go. 4 minutes and 3 seconds to go here in this third quarter. Lee Kee, good! 7 3-pointers. Well, this is one of the shooting performances, the great shooting performances of the World Cup qualifiers. On the baseline, an air ball. That was by Jeong, who missed those 2 free throws. He's having a tough time. And now Heo reaches in, takes it away from Lee. It starts to break. An unsportsmanlike foul. Oh! And now an unsportsmanlike foul has been called on Jeong. Tempers are flaring here in Hong Kong. Jeong taking exception to the foul when he was going in for the layup. He went down hard, but you've got to keep control of your emotions. Look at this again. He goes up, and that is the correct call. I mean, there's no doubt about it. That's an unsportsmanlike foul, which the referee called on Lee Kim Wong. But on the other hand, it is a dangerous play when a guy's off his feet, and that's why they called it the unsportsmanlike. But the free throws now have been wiped away because he then reacted. Now Ricardo Ratliff catches it and scores. So Korea back in front by 2. Zhu Adam passes it back out to Tsai. Lee Ki closely guarded by Lee. And the foul called on Korea late in the shot clock. A Hong Kong win today would send shockwaves across Asia. Still a long way to go before that would happen. But what an exciting game it's been. Tsai for three. Just grazed the outside of the net. Now the penetration, the drive, and Lee scores. And now it's a 4-point advantage. Can Korea hang on here till the end of the quarter? Zhu Adam to Zeto, and he just fumbled the ball away. How long can they go with Wong out of the game? Heo drives in, and another basket for Korea. The lead now 6 points. Lee Ki over to Zhu Adam. Turn around, go! Right over Rattler. Somebody else has to step up to the plate. It can't always be Lee Ki, and one of those men now is Zhu Adam. He's got 2 points. That was his first bucket. Oh, and that's much better from Jeong. Perhaps that hard foul has woken him up. To Tsai. Back outside to Zhu Adam. Lee Ki. A little bit of dipsy-do. He's going to put it up. Boy, I tell you what, he is an absolute superstar today, folks. Lee Ki. 25 points. Now the dump to Rattler. Somebody's got to drop down and help. He's going to take him to school every day if he catches that close to the basket. There's pump fake and good drive inside by Zhu. Second foul on Ratliff.
Substitution, number 13.
Or the pump fake, the jab step, all these basics in basketball, so crucial. And you can see it freed him up, Zhu, to get to the line here to get that foul. And back to a 5-point game with 17.4 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Both free throws are good. The drive from Heo Hoon, and he was also fouled. What a strong move from him right at the end of the quarter. So he will get the and one and potentially take the lead now back to 7. And he does. So a bad finish. Lee Ki. Well, they got the net. Wasn't that far off. But Korea have wobbled big time. However, they lead at 78-71 over Hong Kong. 10 minutes remaining. Fourth quarter action about ready to get underway here in Hong Kong, the TCL. It's been exciting stuff today. Hong Kong doing their best, trying to get that win that would send their fans home happy. Korea, meanwhile, need a win desperately. They need to carry as many wins as possible to that second round as they try to make it to the World Cup. So Heo has it up high. They seem to have stabilized things a little bit, but that was a potential steal as they threw it down low to Ricardo Ratliff that Hong Kong weren't able to hold on to. Three-pointer, good, and just like that, the lead now 10 points. Lee has come up trumps and helped them navigate these difficult moments. But quickly answering at the other end, Lee Kim Wong. Lee says, not so fast, Korea. We're not done with you yet. Heo answers with a three. So 3 consecutive three-pointers. 2 by Korea. It's back to 10. Oh, Fong fell asleep, was able to get it back. Heo Hoon almost picked it off, and then Fong just makes an awful pass. Turns it over. And then back to Ricardo Ratliff, who just scores points at will. Starting to wonder if he would have the biggest single scoring day in the Asian qualifiers. He's got 32 points, Ratliff, 13 rebounds. He's also got 4 assists. Not a bad day at the office. Now he's got 34 points. So that brings a timeout. Korea have surged back ahead. Have Hong Kong lost the initiative for good? They had the crowd behind them. They were playing well, but they've not played particularly well in this stretch. Trying to get a lift from Lao Tsi Lai. See 25 points for Lee Ki. Fong 12. Lee 11 points. Well, they're passing it around now. Long shot, good! Lee Ki. Who else? Three-pointer. 8 of 10 from deep. The miss. Fong with the rebound. But he traveled. Goodness me.
Substitution, number 4.
Big, strong move again for Ricardo Ratliff, 36 points. He's going to go 40 today, isn't he? And traveling the call. So it's been a nightmare here for Hong Kong in the fourth quarter as they try to, especially Fong seems to be particularly having a hard time. And the drive and the basket is good. Lee. And Ratliff, meanwhile, just continues to pad his stats. 36 points, 15 rebounds for him. And the drive from Ratliff, and goodness me. He takes it to 94 points. He's got 38. And if he makes this free throw, he will have 39 points.
Substitution, Hong Kong, number 3,
And the basket is good by Ratliff. Fong for 3. Well, from 18 points, the deficit. Oh no, it was a 2. His foot was on the line, down to 16 points. Ratliff. Long jump shot. That was a 2 as well. Up to 9. No, it was a 3. 98-79. Quick pass over to the corner. And Lee gets the rebound. Well, folks, you'd never know it now, midway through the fourth quarter, that Korea had a real dogfight on their hands, but they have opened up a big lead here, and it looks like now they're cruising. Into Lee, he misses. And Ratliff scrapping for the ball, getting down on the floor, even though teams well up. But the shot clock expires, fortunately, for Hong Kong. Still chance of let's go Hong Kong, let's go. And now the pass, though, right into the hands of Ratliff. Quick pass to Fong, puts it up, And coming in for the rebound, Hong Kong's number 88, Lau. And the foul before the shot.
Foul number 18, Lau Qilai.
Down low it goes. Ratliff over to Heo Hoon, who pulls up at the line. And Korea have their century. 100-81, 3.5 minutes remaining. And more importantly for them, they are closing in on win number 4. Another 3 for Hong Kong. Lau coming out, taking up the scoring load. Lee's on the bench. And Ricardo Ratliff fumbles the ball away. And then nice drive inside by Liang Man Hong. Back to 14 points, the deficit. Oh, a little bit of miscommunication. That'll be backcourt violation. Heo Hoon allowed the ball to go as far as possible to let some of that time cook off the clock. I think Korea will, even though they're up 14, they'll be happy when this one's over. Wong on the baseline, and Lee flies in for the rebound. So 39 points and 15 rebounds from Ricardo Ratliff. 16 points, 3 assists from Heo Hoon. 8 rebounds and 4 points for Lee Seong Hong. There's Ratliff, and now he's got 41 points. That is much of the story of this game. 19 points for Lee Jong-hyun, number 3. Three-pointer. Well, that sounded a bit awkward, didn't it, when it fell through the hoop? Minute and a half remaining. Back to 13 points. I guess if there's any justice, you would think that maybe the final score would not be as great as it is, because Hong Kong certainly were outstanding for a lot of this game. Nice handoff. The basket, good for Tsai Choi Kwan. Good play by Liang, and that gets it back to an 11-point game. Not sure what kind of defense Jeong was playing there for Korea. His man just left him. So South Korea with 18 points on second chance points, and Hong Kong have 11. Hong Kong, I mean, first and foremost, Lee Kee really gave him a chance today. I mean, he was 9 of 13 from the floor, or is 9 of 13 from the floor. And He is 8 of 11 from three-point range. And I think he's just tired. He's played almost 32 minutes of the game. So right now he's out. 14 points also for Fong, although he's had a difficult fourth quarter. He's 7 of 14 from the floor. He's had 3 turnovers. And Tsai has 12 points. Choi Kwan. And Wong Chung Wai has 8 points. Lee Kim Wong, 11 points. Well, three-point attempt. Again, no good, but Ratliff earns a trip back to the line. So they wanted Jeong to take that three-pointer. He did hit one. He's now one of, he had hit his first 3 rather, so now he's 1 of 2, Jeong. Meanwhile, Ratliff at the line where he's a perfect 5 of 5 today. And he makes that, so now has 42 points. So 43 points for Ratliff, 17 rebounds. Herculean numbers. And then the foul up high by Heo Ung.
Foul number 9. On shoot.
Fong catches it, goes down the lane, little finger roll. And Ratliff, another rebound, has 18. So it looks like that's going to be it, folks. Korea 104, Hong Kong 91. The crowd applauds. They're certainly happy with the effort their team gave today. And more importantly for Hong Kong, they're out of the second round. They're not going to go, but they gave the effort. But more importantly for Korea is they've gotten their 4th win in the qualifiers, and they leapfrogged China into second place. Second place in Group A. So there's Hong Kong. Look, they were, I think, taking some joy out of the fact that they really gave it their all today and really were roared on by their people. And again, this is my house. That's what they're saying. We're going to come out and play hard. We're going to give it our best shot in front of our fans. And the fans really did come out today, and they deserve a lot of credit. There you see the shooting numbers. The assists almost equal. Rebounding, a problem, obviously, for Hong Kong. They're out-rebounded by 16. And Lee Ki had the 28 points for Hong Kong. You had, as I've talked about the whole time, the whole game, Ricardo Ratliff finishing with those phenomenal numbers. .43 points for him. And it was, well, he just dominated, really. I mean, that's obvious. Ricardo Ratliff had a sky-high efficiency of plus 58. So anyway, these are the final standings. You have to wonder what's going on with China, even though they've got a spot in the World Cup. They're 3-3, Hong Kong 0-6. New Zealand finished top at 5-1. They beat China earlier today. And Korea had finished in second with 4 wins and 2 defeats. So 2 of those wins coming against Hong Kong. Well, as you look at these second half highlights, Just as a reminder, Korea didn't have it all their own way today. They came in and to face a team that they had beaten soundly in their first meeting. When these teams met the first time, Korea won it 93-72 in Seoul. And this was also a team, a Hong Kong team that had lost, been on the wrong end of results in their other games against both New Zealand and China. But Hong Kong came out and played with an unrivaled fire and determination today to at least make sure that they left everything on the court as they tried to leave a positive impression on these qualifiers. They got an outstanding performance from Lee Kee to keep him in it early, and he ended up having that incredible scoring success rate, 8 of 11 from three-point range, and finished with 28 points. Also had an efficiency of 25. But in the end, Korea, they were just, I think it was an issue of size and perhaps talent as well, depth. Maybe not so much the depth, but more of the size and the experience at this level. And, when you take out Ricardo Ratliff out of this team, their naturalized player, and his 43 points, 18 rebounds, 5 assists. He was 18 of 24, and it's difficult to remember him taking a shot where he wasn't right at the basket. So everything pretty much that he was getting was coming in a very good area. And so that was the story of the game. And the story of the game as well, the fans of Hong Kong that really came out and were loud and noisy for virtually the entire contest from start to go. So that's it, folks. Korea win it 104-91 over Hong Kong. They finished second in the group.